Everything I lacked is now an object of the past. This jack of all trades is now a king with an ace blackjack.
What's going on, everyone? It's CYMBA Does Music, and welcome back to CYMBA Does Gaming. It's time for week 12. The competition is only going to get tougher from here. It's time for us to play the Seattle Sailors again. We played them earlier this year. We played them away in Seattle, and we won 42-7. I want the same results, but look, here's the thing. They're 4-7. So are the Arizona Scorpions, but look at that final score. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we struggle this game like we did against the Arizona Scorpions. We've played these guys before, so we know what to expect. And what we know to expect is not a whole lot. Boom. Let me talk my crap. Wow, sick burn by me. So we're going into this game against the Seattle Sailors. This is our second time playing them this year, and this is also the first time we've played a division rival the second time this season. So, and like I said, we know what to expect, but as you can see on first down, we came in a little too confident. We take the sack early on, but we make up for it with a very nice run off of Old Faithful. Double week stretch. Get a very nice run with OJ to get us into a very manageable 3rd and 4. Had a play that I called and I didn't like the way it was looking, so I just called into something else and then ended up not really having anything open, so run for the first down. So, after a big mess up on first down, we made up for it and picked up so we didn't go 3 and out first drive. And then, we take the incompletion on first down, and then on second down, a run to the right side gets us a really nice gain with OJ to set us up once again. So now we can kind of call whatever we want, and what we wanted was a screen pass, and it worked. And sets us up for a very easy 3rd and inches, run right up the middle. I finally listened to myself and just run right up the middle to pick up the first down. Nice little run on first down. And then here on second down, seeing some things and wanting to take advantage of the fact that the defensive back was too far back on Alvin Harper. So I went ahead and called a quick little in route to take advantage of it. Take a deep shot, and we get Cedric Ahanotu in the end zone. Touchdown, Milwaukee Badgers. And now on defense, if I remember correctly from the first game, they actually didn't use Matt Snell a whole lot. They kept trying to pass. So the fact that they ran for it on first down was kind of surprising, but the defense was right there. We shut everything down on second down, but unfortunately we can't convert the 3rd down. Now here, I actually went ahead and made a change, and I kept this in because I want you guys to know this. This is a change I make throughout the rest of the season. I made Brad Allen the number 1 defensive back. I want Brad Allen covering every team's number 1 receiver because him and Tim Moody are both leading our team in interceptions, and I'm pretty sure he leads the team, or I don't know what it is, but he has the most interceptions out of our defense. So that drop by Ahanotu, by the way, really made me mad. But luckily, Old Faithful works like a charm, and OJ Simpson is gone. Touchdown, Milwaukee Badgers, once again with a little spin move into the end zone. Now, normally I don't keep these in, but on the kickoff, we get the fumble, and we quickly jump on it, recover, and now anytime we get a turnover, really want to take advantage of it and get at least 3 out of it. I would prefer 7, obviously. So, but here I saw this. 1-on-1 Alvin Harper. Safety doesn't go over, so I decided to send it to the end zone, and we get a nice little dot to the back of the end zone to go up 21-0 before halftime. You'll love to see it. And now, really putting the Sailors on their heels, really starting to put the pressure on them. But yeah, back to Brad Allen. He has the most interceptions, or at least is tied for the most interceptions on our team. So I want to give him more chances. to succeed. So that's why I put him as the #1 defensive back on our team. Now here they actually catch us napping and send a little screen pass, and they call it at the perfect time. Touchdown Seattle Sailors, and Matt Snell doesn't even get touched. And that hurt my heart. But blocking lines up pretty nicely here to finish off the first half. And yeah, we really came out firing. Here's all of our first half stats, already over 200 yards. You love to see it, man. Here's a quick word from our sponsor, Dubby.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? We're at the new house right now, but that's not really important to what we're doing right now. Are you a caffeine addict just like myself? Are you someone who needs caffeine on a regular basis, but are you tired, literally, of all these big energy companies that just pack all of their energy drinks with sugar so that you crash hard and you get the jitters from it, and the only thing to calm all that is to drink another one? Do you need something that's a little longer lasting? Well, man, so I got the product just for you. Guys, today's video is brought to you by Dubby. Dubby is an energy company that makes energy mixes specifically for gamers that are sugar-free, and all of their caffeine comes from natural vitamins and coffee fruit extract, so you avoid crash and you avoid jitters so that you can stay focused on whatever you're doing, whether you're at work, whether you're at the gym, whether you're gaming, whatever you're doing in your life. Dubby has got you covered. Now they have all these awesome energy mixes here. I got 5 different flavors right here. My 2 favorites, ironically, are the ones on the top. Peach and Peach and Dragonade. I promise y'all, Peach and Peach, it tastes just like peach rings. Remember that candy, the peach rings? Except it's sugar-free. Dragonade is like one of the best strawberry lemonades I've ever had, with a little hint of dragon fruit with it. But they have these awesome flavors too, such as Calio Cream. It's like a mango, what is it listed as? Mango orange creamsicle. This is actually one of their new flavors that just came out. Galaxy Grenade. This is one of their more popular ones. Passion Joy Tea, if you want more of just a sweet tea type of flavor. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Well, he's talking about all these 5 flavors, but I clearly see 6 of them. And you're probably talking about this little guy right here. He's just a little guy. This is their Monkey Madness Hydration Booster, and this is great for all you sweats out there who play nothing but Fortnite or Warzone all day and don't get any sunlight. It's also really good for someone like me who's very active and takes hydration very seriously. If you guys use the link in the description, I highly recommend getting one of their starter kits just to try it out. You'll get one of these shaker bottles. I actually took the little shaker thing out so that it wouldn't rattle all around while I'm telling you guys about how awesome Dubby is. They'll give you one of these bottles, and then they'll give you 2 singular packets of one of their flavors each, so that you can try out a couple different flavors. That's actually how I got Peach and Peach and Dragonade to begin with. So it's a great way to just try out something to see if you like it or not, and odds are you probably will, because these flavors are delicious and it does have a lot of long-lasting energy. Now, if you're also someone who not only likes product but likes to support a company by merch, I highly recommend checking out Dubby's merch line, because they have a lot of t-shirts, flags, and hats, everything, especially for their new War on Big Energy line. If you want to join the Dubby Army today, I highly recommend checking out their War on Big Energy line, because just like me, and probably you too, they're tired of all these big energy companies and they want to put an end to it. They want to have good, long, sustainable energy mixes become the norm, instead of those ones you get at gas stations a lot. Once again, use the link in the description and check out Dubby today. Use promo code CDG10 at checkout to get 10% off of your order. Thank you once again to Dubby for sponsoring the channel and sponsoring the video. And now, back to the video.
Start of the second half. Now, if you guys look down at the webcam, you're probably wondering, is there a reason you're wearing all this Vikings gear? Because I'm wearing, you can't really see it, but I'm wearing a Vikings hoodie, and I also have the Vikings fitted on as well. Might be wondering, is there a reason? Are you just that big of a Vikings fan that you wear it on your sleeve? Well, yes and no. The real reason is this video is actually, this batch of videos, I should say, was filmed maybe a day or 2 after Bud Grant passed away. Now, for those who don't know, Bud Grant, second ever coach in Vikings history, led the team to 4 Super Bowls in the 70s. Granted, we didn't win any of them, but he led them to those Super Bowls and was a huge part of the Vikings franchise even after he was done coaching and he had just passed away. And so I wanted to take this time in this video to serve it as kind of a tribute. Unfortunately, we were having all those audio issues, and because a lot of those stories I was telling was during the game, and there was one that I paused for, but I figured it wouldn't be really, might not be interesting enough to keep it in this video. So, but if you want to hear any great Bud Grant stories, go ahead and look them up. There's some really great ones. One of them explaining like why the Vikings, didn't have heaters or wore sleeves back when they played outside. But enough of that. We are getting dotted up to start the second half. But luckily, they took up all of the third quarter. Our offense didn't even touch the field once. So yeah, even though they score the touchdown here to make it a close game, guess what? As soon as we get on the field, we run Old Faithful, and OJ goes into the end zone untouched, almost like it never happened. Also, real quick, here's a quick rant from an angry Vikings fan.
Yeah, Chuck Foreman, Paul Krause, quick rant. Y'all got the NFL history books needs to put some respect on Paul Krause's name. When they did the top 100 safeties, I know I'm like one of the last people to talk about this. This happened like how many years ago? But when they were putting the list together for the top 10 best safeties in the 100 years of the NFL, Paul Krause was never once on that list, even though he still leads the entire NFL history in interceptions. Come on, man. Put some respect on his name. I know there's amazing safeties out there. Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu. The list goes on and on and on. But the fact that Paul Krause is never once on that list, man, I'm sick. I am sick. I am sad. I'm upset. 15,000 on my head. That's disrespect. Let's get back to the game.
Yeah, so I was talking about all the Hall of Fame players that Bud Grant had coached from his time in Minnesota. Oh, by the way, we get the interception here by Jesse Graham, who I just moved to the number 2 spot. And on his first play, his first game as a number 2, he gets a pick 6. You'll love to see it. Maybe it was the right move. And actually, in between plays, I had paused to actually talk about a classic Bud Grant story of why the Vikings didn't wear sleeves and didn't have heaters on the sidelines back when they played outdoors. But that's been long documented. You can look that up. But yeah, going off that whole talk about Paul Krause and everything, one thing that I also thought of is, because Paul Krause wore number 22, he was a Hall of Fame player. Harrison Smith also wears number 22 and is on his way to being a Hall of Famer. The question I have is, when the Vikings eventually have to retire that number, who do they retire it for, Smith or Paul Krause? Vikings fans, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, so we're still on defense. We're going to be on defense for a while because with running the no huddle, and we'll be giving up a lot of yards, but that's always kind of been my style late in the game, is give up yards, just don't give up points. So, and once we get, eventually we are going to get our shots. We are going to get our spots, like right here, how we get the interception with Charlie Waters to pretty much finish off the game. And we run it with OJ, and he can still pick up yards. I think OJ could easily, in this game, get about 10 a pop, especially if we kept running double week stretch. Our team is kind of like a high school team. I think I've said it before, how our team can be kind of a high school football approach where you'd have one play. Look at the blocking on that, I swear. You have one play that you run really well, and you can run it all game and still just dominate teams. Give the computer a taste of their own medicine by throwing off to the flats, and I thought OJ had gotten in the end zone, but alas, he didn't. Dangerous pass here. Thought it could have gotten intercepted like it did last week. I think we ended up taking the 3 on that, but either way, we're back on defense. And really, we're just trying to get one more stop to just finish off the game. So luckily, we get the sack there. And then on 3rd and 14, give the computer no choice but to dump off to the flats, put us in 4th and 14, finish the game right here. They throw short, come up, make the tackle, and that's it. Now, obviously, we're not the type of team to just kneel it. We still want to get yards. We saw something we liked, but we end up getting sacked. And then for some reason, even though they're down a lot of points, they still feel like they can come back. So we run double week stretch, and OJ just breaks tackles, fights through hits and gets into the end zone. And then trying to be greedy to get 50 points, I run the QB sneak, and 9 times out of 10 that works, but unfortunately that was one of those 1 times where it doesn't. So, end of the game, our defense is covering everything so the D-line can get there, get the sack. Last play of the game, we don't technically get a sack, he gained a yard, but it doesn't matter. We win 48-14, running rough shot, going back to the original audio with our heads held high.
All right, y'all, so that's it for week 12. We had another huge win. We might have actually, yeah, we had the exact same spread as the last time we played them, whatever that math is. So I'll let you know in editing. We had the same spread. Yeah, that was huge, man. Now we go to play St. Louis. I think they're fighting for a playoff spot, or they might be leading their division. I don't know. Okay, so they're leading the Central Division. Oh man, so the Legends have already clinched a division title. We haven't yet. That's kind of strange. Well, okay, maybe next week, if we get a win next week, we can clinch a division title. How funny would it be too if we beat the Rhinos, and because of that, the Sharks take the lead in the division and they end up winning? We will take credit for that. Let's see who else. Okay, so the Federals have, in the other conference, the Federals have already clinched the division title, and the Americans have too. It looks like the Americans right now are the best team in the league with 11 wins. The Legends and us are still behind with 10. That one tie is actually hurting us quite a bit. So, oh, and we might as well check too. Just a couple league leading things. What? I mean, it's only 70 yards behind. But what? Oh my goodness. This, oh, by the way, we rushed for 2,000 yards. So, you know, that's a plus. But seriously, dude, okay, Barry Sanders and OJ are just going to have to duke it out for the rest of the time. It's going to be interesting to see who finishes it off. Okay, so Kabir Carson and Dan Salimu are near the top for sack yards. Rod Woodson's still leading. Man, Tim Moody definitely kind of fell off. All right, enough talks about stats and all that stuff. If you guys are excited to see the next video where we take on the St. Louis Rhinos in Milwaukee and hopefully clinch our division title, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on post notifications. If you like the video, let me know by leaving a like, and let me know down in the comment section below what your favorite moment was. If you have any questions about the game, what you want to see in the future, maybe any future teams or anything like that, any future ideas for videos too, I'm open to all suggestions. But yeah, until next time, you guys, I'm CYMBA Does Music, and I'll see you guys later.